The rain was falling like needles, chilling my blood. But I'm hot on the trail of a killer, and it's warming me up. My father always said the truth is a moving target. I never knew what he meant by that, but I'm beginning to understand. Once upon a time, this space station represented living the high life. Now it's just a rusting relic of the past. Apex Noir. Darn good coffee. Looks like the ventilation controller. Cover's locked tight. Gonna need something to jimmy it loose. What kind of fool throws away a good pair of pliers? Gonna have to sort out that steam before I can move forward. I don't see any valves anywhere. Hey, an old T-17 cleaner bot. It's in pretty good shape considering it's older than my grandfather. These always were as tough as a $2 steak. There's a battery here, but it's dead. Maybe I can find a way to juice it. Missing some gizmos. Cleaning brushes, one ocular lens, liquid cleaner, and a charged battery. Looks to be a sort of handle. Could be useful. Fancy ice pick, I think. A little rich for my blood. Well, this thing has more kinks than my ex, but it could actually still be worth having. An old broken tube, same model from when I was a kid. Brings me back to those old westerns I loved. More than once I've found myself in trouble with a BB gun in hand. Oh, must have hit my head harder than I thought. Keep it together, you. Looks like the ventilation controller. Cover's locked tight. Gonna need something to jimmy it loose. The cover came off with a satisfying ping as it fell. Like a shell casing hitting the ground in one of those old detective movies my father loves. The newly bare inner workings reveal a bypass. If I can find a metal bar the correct size, I should be able to short out the ventilation unit. The steam hissed in disdain as its life faded. My path clear, I took no small amount of joy watching the steam breathe its last. Some heavy sail canvas. You don't have to be a flatfoot to figure out these quakes are getting worse. The rumble appears to have jammed up the elevator. Gonna have to reset it or I'm dead in the water. I'd be annoyed if it wasn't technically my job. It's a coin of some kind. The rumble must have shook the sword loose. This brings me back to those old swashbuckling films I'd watched with my brother. Old popcorn, greasy seats, good times. Some sort of coin. took some work with that somewhat dull sword, but eventually the canvas gave away, revealing a panel beneath it. The panel's bolts appear ragged and stripped from repeated use. With the right tool, the bolts could likely be pulled free. Well, look at that, a Scandroid. Wait, did it say negative reinforcement? This is one strange place. All that aside, the Scandroid should help me find the nodes hidden in this room. Then I can reset that elevator. Also, someone left behind a note. An aperture on top of the device cracked open. So long, you odd little Scandroid. I need to find the proper object to place inside the aperture. The sword locked in place within the aperture, and bingo, elevator reset. You absolutely aren't going to find any of that as standard procedure in my technician's handbook. Those are Lynx jellies. They pack a huge electrical punch. That's a Nelumbo, I believe. Apparently they are a delicacy. I've never been able to afford one myself. Somebody left behind a matchbook, and only a single match left. Whoa, it looks like an authentic Ceglodon fossil. Those went extinct ages ago. They were indigenous to a Saturn moon. As a youngin', I spent many a night reading about strange creatures. Did it so much I would dream about it. Not sure what that thing is, but it's creeping me out. Look, a Cyresis. I remember studying these in grade school. If I remember rightly, despite looking like a tough shell, they're actually quite soft. And that always stuck with me for some reason. Another coin, it seems. Rat Boat. Apparently they're the self-proclaimed best band on Space Station 52.
Oh, you? You went to her superhero. You were a happy boy, you were a happy guy. Yes, I'm a for Chicago. Oh, many numbers about the superhero to Pakiato. Yeah, you do a call, yeah, we got you, but yeah, but about the Tiki Beta. Oh, Tiki Beta. Oh, Nina Kakiman of superhero. Yeah, we will have a superhero. Oh, you will say superhero.
What's with the shucked fellow in the corner? I'm beginning to recollect you lot have a real drinking problem. Nice chatting with you. I'll see what I can do about that bottle. Some various bottles and glasses. Looking pretty bare these days. I bet at some point this was a hoppin' joint. Now there isn't a dame or jive bomber in sight.
Welcome, stranger. What you buying?
Hey, buddy. Looking for info.
Well, everything is for sale around here. Info included.
This your establishment?
Yes, sir. For 30 years, I've been helping the denizens of this space station drown their troubles.
So you probably know an Oakley Baxter.
Oakley? Let me guess. You want to know about his murder?
How did you know it was a murder?
It's my job to know what's going on around here.
I thought your job was drowning troubles.
One of many jobs. I have many hands in many jars. As you can see, you seem like you need some info, and maybe I could help you with that. But first, you gotta do me a favor. You sort out my bathroom, and I'll get you the info you want.
Your bathroom? I'm not a plumber.
You look like a sturdy and resourceful sort. Also, this isn't your common plumbing problem. Go see for yourself.
Strange request, but I guess I'm getting used to it. Find a body, solve a murder, clean a bathroom. Sure, why not? Why is it so dark in here? Where's the switch? Oh, that smell. Come on, my only pair of shoes. What am I standing in? Is it just me, or is the bathroom breathing? And I'm out. What in the four galaxies was that? What are you trying to pull? You trying to end me?
So you met our little friend. It's a Jagdax. They are these grimy creatures that grow out of filth and feces.
Yeah, my shoes are familiar. What am I supposed to do about it?
Hey, that's your problem, stranger. If you want your info, deal with it.
With no badge to flash, I guess I'm at a loss. I'll need to figure something out. The camera is frozen in the ice. Too bad I don't have something like a fancy ice pick. The warmth of the fire bathed me in the cold. A nice reprieve from the frigid air. Now with the camera in hand, I can clearly see it's broken. The lens is still in good shape and could be used for the cleaner bot. Pink strawberry cloud. That's his favorite drink? Well, that's just embarrassing. Look at that, a whole 3% alcohol. How many of these are there? Yeah, he's not gonna be any help. But a scribbled on napkin is laying next to him. death rattle moonshine. Judging from the smell, it's either a drink or wood varnish. I bet this could be a great liquid cleaner substitute for the cleaner bot. Here's your, bottle.
Don't you do?
I didn't say anything.
It's coming to you.
Sure.
Not a book about that here, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
No, I'm good. You know, the more you talk, the worse it gets, right?
You never similar. You don't think you. It is a mirada by Simo.
With pleasure. I could see some use for that mop, but he's got quite the squeeze on it. A front page of the local paper, the 52 Gazette. Headline reads, "The Drowning Sailor, Center of 52 Smuggling Ring." Guess the barkeep has no quarrel with the headline, if he has it proudly displayed up in his tavern.
There's a knock, knock, knock at your door, then a bang, bang.
Unbelievable. That actually worked. Think I've done enough with that particular tentacle for now. This whole station has sprung a leak. I think you've gone bats. I could feel my hairs stand up when the jellies unleashed their full wrath. The flickering lights saturate the tunnel, an intense and harrowing encounter. Strangely, I was overwhelmed by a sense of deja vu. Did the trick though. Battery fully charged. Now you're all better. Jeez, these pockets are surprisingly spacious. All right, buddy, do your worst. Yeah, let him have it. I'd call that sorted. The bathroom is incredible. A monumental work of art. A person's life would be truly less complete by never seeing it. Oh well. The Jag Dax has been taken care of. Now time to spill.
All right, all right. Don't let it be said I'm not a man of my word. Yes, me and Baxter have had our, troubles. And yes, he was a real thorn in my side.
So you could say your relationship was tumultuous.
He was always writing me up for citations. Seems he had a real axe to grind, and, apparently I was the grinding wheel.
So it would be beneficial for you if he, let's say, up and disappeared.
With our sham of a sheriff? Nah, really a minor inconvenience. Look, you wanna know how I didn't kill him? You found the body.
Right.
But to show you I'm a nice guy, here's a little tip. There's a small island hidden in the fog of Goldwater Lake. You may find some answers there.
And why just grant me this information?
Honestly, I can't really say. Maybe I'm just feeling friendly today.
Guess we'll find out.
One last thing. Careful asking questions. Sometimes the answers, don't want to be found.